Hey everyone, my name is Monroe Mann from Break Diving. We're having an inspirational break diving powwow for the month of November. Joined today from Moose / Rimus in the Philippines, Ishmael in India, and I am in the United States. And we are going to put together our plans for November together. So if you're joining us on YouTube, get out a piece of paper and let us inspire you to put something awesome together for the month ahead. Whether it's November when you're watching this or not, doesn't matter. Put together a good plan based on this. So I'm going to share my screen, one momento, and we'll go over my plan for the month briefly, and then have each of you go over yours. Ishmael, because you showed up late to the chat room while we're waiting, start to put together your plan for November. Rimus, Moose and I have already done so. So here, where's my?
Yeah.
So this is what I came up with already here. All right, so first is get my PI firm website finalized. I finally got my private investigator agency license here in Florida. So now I'm going to get the website finalized and start Google Ads, see if we can get some clients coming in. Make double the money that I made last month to get back on track. This last month, I didn't make as much as I made in September. And I need to make twice as much this month so that I'm back on track. I'm going to write 5,000 words in my novel to stay on track. I'm at 55,000 words. I want to be at 65,000 words by the end of December, which will be enough for the rough draft. And then in January, I'm going to add an extra 15,000 words to get me up to 80,000, which is the minimum you need to really sell a novel to an agent. So I'm getting close. I want to do a lot more practice with Krav Maga, nunchucks, and Taekwondo this month. I did a bunch in October, but not as much as I'd like. I'm doing a certified personal trainer course. So I have about 90 lessons left. I want to do 20 lessons this month, not more. I have to renew my New York law license and do a lot more on Linguist and Hack Chinese. Both of them have those algorithms where if you don't study for a while, when you log in next, you have to review so many words. And so I finally caught up yesterday and today on both of these for French, Linguist, and for Chinese. So I'm hoping to stay fully caught up so I can learn new words this month. Post a new YouTube video for my channel. Finish 70% of this new feature for dynamic dives on break diving so that we can certify dives within a day rather than a month. And get my mom to fly down to Florida so we can look at homes for her together. I was trying to convince her, very close to getting out of New York and coming down here. So that is my plan for the month. What are your questions for me, or inspiration, or whatnot based on that?
Where do you get the time? I mean, like, wow. Wait. Okay, no, my first question is Krav Maga, Nunchaku, and Taekwondo. Those are three separate classes.
Correct. Yeah, so I do them through here. I'll show you. globalmartialarts.university. So it's online, which is fantastic. And then for all of my different levels, I need to train up with a different partner and make videos. And so a lot of the videos you see on YouTube that I post are from here. So you can see I'm in these three courses. So Krav Maga, Nunchaku, and Taekwondo.
Okay.
So I have these classes. So my next class for nunchucks is the green combinations class, which is 30 minutes. And it shows me, if I go down to testing, where I am with, I'm almost 14% done with all the training I need before I can take my green test, my green chevron test for, and what does that have to do? Where's the list of, let me see, I could show you the, nunchaku, and then you could show the, where does it show? I have should be here somewhere. Let me see, lessons. Let's see where the syllabus is for this. But here are all the individual lessons. And so I still have a bunch more lessons, the up and hold, front kick, striking with closed nunchucks, closing the chucks, 8 blocking angles. And oh, here it is. These are all the things that I need to do for this. And so it's very rigorous.
Mhm.
And what's nice about it, like you said, how do I have the time to do all these things? Because I find programs and solutions that allow it great flexibility.
Mm.
And so this, I mean, I've got my nunchucks right here. And the way that this is done is great. So I can practice for 5 minutes and then log that I practice for 5 minutes. And then it gets added to the total training time that I need. And ability requirements. So very, very, very cool. Yeah, they're very different, but I actually think that is actually the secret to why I'm able to get so much done is when you just focus on one thing, at least in my life, you're really enthusiastic for a short period of time. And then you get super bored.
Yep.
And boredom is, I did a YouTube video on this a while back. Boredom is the key to mastery because you have to keep practicing beyond the point when it's no longer fun. With coding, learning to code, starting a business, learning to dance. It's exciting for the first week and then you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This isn't fun. And we all know that. All of us have experienced
that's true.
Right? What'd you say, Ishmael?
Yeah, that's true.
And it's the same with everything. And so I've learned I need to have variety in the things that I do so that I don't get bored to the point where I quit. I'm okay with boredom up to a point, but if boredom becomes too strong, you quit. That's 100%. So going back to those 3 different styles here of Krav Maga, they're similar enough that they're helping me to improve my body movement, my hand-eye and foot coordination, my flexibility. For example, the nunchucks, I have to stretch more because there's the one I'm doing now, which is the hardest, is the back switch, which is going like this. And it's really hard to get ow, I just hit myself on the head. To get this, it hurts like really badly. But that flexibility certainly is going to help me in some way with the Krav Maga or the Taekwondo punching and stuff like that. With Taekwondo, the stretching for the legs, we don't do a lot of leg stretching in Krav Maga, but there are kicks in Krav Maga. And so all of these things, I synergize them. I think that's the major answer. I talk about that in my book, Time's End. If you need to diversify everything that you're doing, go after every dream that you have, and then synergize them all together so that you're not going off in so many directions. So for me, if I spend an hour on nunchucks, that doesn't mean I neglected Taekwondo and Krav Maga. It means I am an hour closer to becoming more fluid with my movement. So when I do the Krav Maga or Taekwondo, it'll be even easier. So that's the number 1 answer. Where's my list again? The idea is just.
I understand that.
Yeah. Also here with the PI firm, like here, this certified personal trainer study, the whole purpose of this is because my idea as one way to market the private investigation firm is to offer Krav Maga, Nunchuck, and Taekwondo classes as a service provided by the PI firm. And then I want to be a certified personal trainer so people trust me more. So there are 3 things on here that are related. In the book, if I can publish my book and my novel and become famous because of that, then of course the PI firm takes off. I will end up making more money. I may not have to renew my law license. Or I will get more law clients because people now know me because I'm a famous author and blah, 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 blah. So all of these things, the idea is how do you do it all? Synergize them all together so that when you work on one, it's actually helping all of the other things rather than having 12 different businesses, make them all synergize. Any other questions, thoughts, motivation for me? Ishmael, what do you got? You got any thoughts on this?
Yeah, this is great. I think How about your belts? Which belt you have recently got in that
Say it again.
nunchaku?
What's your question?
Which belt you have recently got in the martial arts?
Oh, I got my yellow belt in Krav Maga about a month and a half ago. I got my yellow chevron in nunchucks about 3 weeks ago, and I got my white belt in Taekwondo.
Yeah.
I don't remember when that was, maybe 2 months ago. So slowly but surely. The next one that I think I'll end up doing is either probably the nunchucks, because I'm able to practice it anytime. Just pick it up, even when I'm exhausted. You can still play with the nunchucks. But if you're tired, you don't want to do Taekwondo kicks or Krav Maga takedowns or things like that. So also I can do it more easily without a partner. Like today, I have a friend coming over. We're going to go to the park and do Taekwondo and Krav Maga together. So that's great. But on days when it's raining or I don't have time, I can always practice the Krav Maga. So I guess my point,
Yeah.
you all can do far more than you think you're capable of doing. I think the number one thing, last 2 weeks, I'm out of the funk. I was in a funk for about 3 weeks. I got so lazy. All I was doing was on the phone and I was watching movie after movie. And I, in my mind, I knew what I needed to do. I had my to-do lists of things and I just wasn't doing anything. And I realized, why wasn't I getting things done? Because I was lazy as can be. And I was watching all the TV shows and the movies. So, I mean, I think a lot of the time it's not, oh, how do you get so much done? I realized after I got out of the funk about 3 days ago, I said, you got to stop watching Netflix. The reason I wasn't getting things done is
Yeah,
because
sometimes I also felt like that.
So I think the number one answer to your question, how do you get so much done? It's I'm not lazy. When I'm not lazy, I'm a superstar. When I'm lazy, and as we all do get sometimes, just recognize, okay, am I spending too much time doing stupid stuff? How much time are you actually spending every day to making your dreams come true and whatnot? All right, let's switch to Moose. Here's your list. Can you share with us what the plan is for the month?
Sure. So the first one is really finishing this proposal that I have for consulting, and I wanted to release it to the directors and my team. So I started a new team with a company that I started to work for recently, and it's a completely new team that has never been done before, and so it's something I've been doing when I was abroad, and so making like a sales pitch to them and getting them on board so that we could release it by the end of November for FY22. So I've been doing so much brainstorming and conceptualization. And so I finished the deck. I just needed to schedule and then get them to sign off, and then boom. So that's awesome. Number one. Number two is create, release my FB ads for the Edge podcast. So also, I started the Edge podcast in July. It was actually, it's a trial and error thing. Okay, just try something out. We've finished season 1 last October. And so we are going to start season 2 on December. And so for this month, which is a break, I want to use it as like a marketing period of the whole season 1, FB ads, etc. Yep. And number 3 is to continue with my writing. I started with minutes as my counter instead of words. So I've been just to get the routine of the habit of daily, making it automatic that I actually do it in the morning. So I've been mainly working on something about purpose. It was mainly on purpose and a lot of leadership things, because it's related to the coaching that I'm starting with again as well. And I think I'm jumping to number 6. But okay, so number 4 is this brainstorm session for season 2 podcast. So I don't have a team. I only have the co-producer. And since we're going to season 2, we want to have, we need to think about either going for a stream or using a video recording instead of just audio recording for the podcast. So, and how much the investment will be, etc. So that kind of discussion. Number 5 is a gym membership that, gyms have started to reopen again. And so it's good that I could come back again. 10 a.m. every other day, 3 times a week. That's the target. 6, and make at least 5 sales calls for the coaching again. I've already had 1 in last month, but I want to pump it to 5. So to gain more confidence and get used to it, like my side hustle apart from the consulting that I do. Last, number 7 is I actually missed your crypto call last week because I was at work. So I was torn, like, I want to do this, but I've got a meeting. So, but that said, I actually am.
We're going to have those every month because they went really well, and we recorded it. So it'll be on YouTube probably in a week or 2. So you'll be able to watch it.
Fantastic. Oh, I will look for that. Yeah. I've been more focused on financial freedom and all these accounts of revenue, real estate and stock. So I'm really getting more focus on this.
Awesome. The first thing I have to ask you, do you know what word you said about 40 to 50 times during your presentation that you didn't need to say? Ishmael, do you know what it was? Did you hear it?
Tell me.
I didn't hear it.
U-M. That's the number one. The only thing that I would give any feedback for what you said is try to get rid of saying the word when you're speaking, especially because you said you're doing you're the host of the podcast, right? Get rid of and any other filler words. If you notice when I'm speaking, I just pause. If I don't know what I want to say, I'm just pausing. Nothing is going to help build your confidence with sales calls, with getting your audience to engage with your podcast and really feel like this person knows what he's talking about than just no longer saying So for the rest of, we're going to put this on YouTube. I talked about, watch it and you'll see. Number 2, for the rest of this call, no one can say So as we're talking, make it an internal reminder.
Yeah.
May I ask a question? Why do you need to build confidence for coaching? What do you mean by that?
Oh, because I stopped for a year, almost a year, and I wanted to get back to it. That's essentially it.
Do you have a website you can share with people? Or is it not up yet?
It's not up yet. Maybe I should put that back in November as well.
Put that as one of your November tasks, and then the next time we can let people know on YouTube and whatnot, maybe get some more clients for you. Who knows? One day we'll have lots and lots of subscribers. And
yeah,
well, you know what's funny about coaching? I mean, technically what I'm doing right now is a form of coaching, even though it's informal. And you're never going to feel confident. And you're always going to feel like you're an imposter. And you're always going to feel like you are not qualified. At times, there are sometimes when you feel fine, but there are other times when you think, what am I doing? How can I be the success coach? How can I be the person who helps people with time management? How can I be the this or the that? And we all have to remind ourselves, we're just human too. We're not some robot who is always in control of his life and his finances and his every single minutia that happens every day. We're not. I think as coaches, our ability to help others recognize that we all have these problems and we overcome them. And that's what break diving is all about. And why I created it, because I know that we're all suffering in some way. We all have big dreams on one hand, but life is hitting us with a bat
Yep.
on the other hand. And I want to bridge that gap and remind everyone, look, it's okay to be depressed. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to have a 6-month hiatus. It's okay to give up on a dream if you realize it's not what you're supposed to be doing. At the same time, you need to keep pushing forward, even though you're bored, you feel like crap, you want to quit, everyone tells you you suck. I mean, going with this break diving thing is a very emotional thing for me, as you know, if you read the last newsletter.
I did.
It's extremely difficult what we're trying to do. And it's so frustrating and maddening. Why don't we? I'm excited and thrilled that we've got 3 of us on this call. But logically, why aren't there 300? Why aren't 300? This is a free event where you can plan your month. And it's confusing to me. Why don't more people sign up? Why aren't there more people clamoring? So we all go through this, and just remember, I think your confidence is fine. Just start doing your coaching again, because people need your help. People need to hear your experience. And I think you're being too hard on yourself. You're
right. Caught myself there.
Yes.
Your email really was a wake-up call. It was a slap. What happened?
Oh, I just stopped the screen share.
Okay. I remember you sending that email. I was having a moment of talking to myself, and I said, I needed to get out of this rut because it's no longer helpful to be in it for months. So it's like you send that email right on time. Yeah.
That was beautiful to hear those pauses, because it made me think you're really thinking and choosing the words, and it made me really interested in what you were saying. So continue with that for the rest of this call. It's going to change your life when you get rid of that horrible word. I'm glad that you found it a nice email and inspiring. When I wrote that, it was really a frustrating time, as you could tell. But with inspiration and recognizing that maybe this would resonate with people, but we're going to get there. You know, the struggle that when you joined, we had more active members than we have now, Moose. I think we were in the 70s back when you joined. Now we're down to 56, 57. What's going on? But get up, keep going, have this event. Maybe you're going to meet somebody like Ferd's met you, and then you're going to invite that person, and it'll all come around. Ishmael, do you have let me go back to the share screen so he can see his list again. What's a question or a comment for Moose? Let me turn on my AC.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, last. What this Ed's podcast is about?
Podcast. Oh, the Edge podcast. Yeah. That's the name of. I actually sent a post before on the Edge. The idea of the Edge. It is the idea of a coin having 3 sides. One is the heads, one is the tails, and one is the edge. It is on the edge that you are able to glean on information from both sides, from both perspectives. And this platform, the podcast, is where we get guests or someone else who has a different take on a subject or a topic, and then we hear them out with no judgments, suspending criticism as well, and just having a proper adult conversation. Because we believe that that's something that we are lacking right now. So that's the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Can I be a guest?
Sure. We're gonna go for season 2.
Let me know when you're ready. I'll jump on.
Sure. We are planning for mental health, crypto for season 2. And
awesome.
More topics to come.
Awesome.
So the first season is out now, right?
Say it again, Ishmael.
So the first season is out right now.
It's on Spotify. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. yeah, I'd love to post it on. How can I post that, Monroe?
Just
On our
put, just put that in, just make a post and say, please support my spot, trying to think how to do it so it doesn't sound like it's advertising. You can say, I'm very proud that season 1 of my podcast is now on Spotify. That's your subject. And then just tell us more about it and say our guests for this first season include all these people, all these subjects. You can go to Spotify, search for The Edge podcast or give a link to it, and voila, that's fine. Remember, just make sure that it's inspiring to other people and not just a blatant advertising for it. So inspire and say, hey, if any of you need help getting a podcast up on Spotify, let me know. If you're trying to come up with ideas, send me a private message, whatever it may be.
Great. That would be lovely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. As soon as we get off, you can go ahead and do that. Ishmael, did you come up with your list?
Yeah, I will send it in the chat.
Can you put it into the chat room? There we go. Okay, let me share the screen again. Let's take a look at Ishmael's list for November. Go ahead, Ishmael. Tell us what your plan is.
Yeah. Yeah, I was creating a Tower of Hanoi game. How I came up with this thing is I was taking a course on mathematics. In that edX platform, there is a course that's called the Effective Thinking Through Mathematics. So in that course, one of the chapters is about Tower of Hanoi game. The puzzle Tower of Hanoi.
Sounds great.
So yeah, so I had to solve that thing, but it was very hard to solve using the notebook. So I created a game using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So it's almost completed, but I had to add some features to help learn that thing.
Great. Keep going. We'll ask you questions about it afterwards. So let's talk about number 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Also, I'm taking a Flutter course in Udemy. I need to complete at least 50% of it, and it's almost. I think it's. Yeah. I need to write some blogs. I have written some blogs. I think the last blog I have written is 1 year ago, I think. So I need to write a blog now. And also I need to upload a new YouTube video to my channel. And I need to restart my morning exercise habits.
So I have tons of questions. So
yeah, ask me.
When the Hanoi game is done, will you post it up on a server so we can play it and share it with us in this community?
Yeah, I have posted on my server right now. I will share the link.
That would be great.
Cool. Yeah.
For number 3, as soon as we finish coding the dynamic dives for break diving, we're going to do the same thing for the blog, so that the form that you submit a blog post on automatically creates a draft blog post on breakdiving.io. So literally we'll just be able to just click on it, read through it, and it'll import your photo automatically because you're a member. It will just make it easy. All I need to click is post live, and boom, it could go live within 10 minutes after you submit it. So all of you will have opportunities to write lots and lots of stuff soon for our blog, because we're going to move from WordPress to making our own blog, coding it ourselves.
That's great.
What I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. What is that about?
No, you have put a comment on my YouTube channel.
Did you? Oh, you did a tutorial, right?
Yes.
So definitely post another video and I'll post another comment.
Yeah, thanks.
Tutorial.
Sorry, I have shared that link.
Is that for coding? This YouTube, the videos you've posted before?
Not coding. I think it was kind of a software installation.
Here,
tutorial.
What's your channel? Let's take a look at it real quick. What is it slash?
I
what's
don't know.
what's the
Can you
name?
search? Can you search Ismail Musharraf on Google? Sometimes it will come. I don't know.
It should come up on here, I think. Ishmael Musharraf.
Yeah.
Is that spelled right?
Yeah. ISMAIL.
Single R, single F.
Single R.
ISMAIL, not EL.
Ishmael.
Like that?
Yeah, single R. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see if we can find you. Is that you?
It's taking some time.
Yes, I think it's the first one. And
Yeah,
the
the first one. Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm already subscribed. Oh, that's right. How to install Python in Windows. I think that's what I was watching.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So cool. You need to post your next video. I
Yep.
noticed you're on the one video per year plan. Is that what you're? So it's time for it. You took 1 year off for COVID, and now you're back to one video per year. Oh, you shared it. Oh, awesome. You posted right here your Tower of Hanoi game. Awesome.
Yes.
Excellent. And have you started running? I know you said you wanted to lose weight, right?
I don't want to lose weight. I'm only, I think, 54 kg.
Well, maybe it's someone
My
else who wanted to lose weight. Maybe it was, anyway, but did you start running or what did you start doing?
I didn't start running, but I don't think running is no. I will go with some other physical routines, some kind of push-ups, sit-ups, and things like that.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to figure out, were you the one who didn't know how to swim?
Yeah, I have learned a little bit of swimming.
Did you ask your parents to help?
No. No. I think near my house we have a pond, 1 kilometer distance.
Okay.
So I went there and learned some a little bit of swimming.
Good. Keep doing that. It's an important skill. Moose, you can swim, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Good. Do you have, what are some questions, comments, motivation what you have for Ishmael?
I am excited for everything. These are things that, like the game, Tower of Hanoi game, Flutter course, YouTube channel, those are completely not in my portfolio, in my list. Coding is not my specialty. I'm a software engineer, so I get configurations and setting, but when I meet someone who understands code, that gets me excited. So I'm looking forward to the Tower of Hanoi game. Check that out. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, if you can open the link, it's almost you can play that, but I need to add some features.
All right. How can we not click on this right now and let's take a look at it. Okay, let's play it together. Oh, wait, how do I start it?
Yeah, you can drag and drop this.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm a pro at doing the 3-1 here, but let's do it together. And then we go up here. You know how to do these, Moose, right? You did this with your computer science and stuff?
No.
Well, we have the Towers of Hanoi is you have to move all of these. This entire stack needs to go to this stack.
To the third one.
Yeah.
And so then now, and you can only put a small one on top of a bigger one. So now, for example, watch, in order to get this one, I need to get this one on the bottom there. So like what we need to do is like, I can maybe move this here, maybe move this here. Let me see. Well, I guess that'll put this here. And now I can move this other one over here. And we just keep doing that back and forth. It's going to get more difficult as we go. So let's see what we have to do next. So if we put the small one there, or we put the small one here, put this one there. Let's try it. This here, this here. Then we put this one here. Then we could put, no, no, because that's not going to work. We need to get them all. I love how I bragged about how I was a pro with this, and now after I've done 3 of them, I'm getting stuck already. Let's see if we could figure this
You have
out.
to put anything, a bigger disc on top of a smaller disc. Is that
Correct? Yeah.
All right. That does make it so much harder.
So wait, if we do this here and put this here. Oh, there we go. Now we did it. Now we're half and half. And from computer science, what it does is that last in, first out, first in, last out, all that stuff about cues.
Mhm.
Because now that this is there, we cannot move this at all. It's stuck. Until
for this,
go ahead,
for
Ishmael.
this thing, for this thing, we only need to use a stack kind of model. Last in, first out.
And then we'll put that there, maybe. Then. So this is good that it got there, but now we're stuck because this one needs to be above the orange one and below the green one. Yeah. Anyway, the point of this, our meeting is not to do Tower of Hanoi. This will take us forever. This is really impressive, Ishmael. I'm very, very impressed with you because you did an excellent job with CSS and with JavaScript, and clearly the code for the Tower of Hanoi, the Q, is really. Let's look and see here, and if we inspect this, we can see a little bit of the code. Let's see, and Tower of Hanoi. Did you do this all custom?
How?
All of the code was custom, or did you use any type of template at all?
No, no templates.
Very good. Very great. Good job. Hey, will you share is this on GitHub? Is the code on GitHub?
Yeah, this is GitHub pages. I have hosted it in the pages.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I want to see the JavaScript code for this. Very interesting.
Yeah, I think it will be public.
Here, while we're here, how do we go to your podcast, Moose?
You can go to spotify.com.
Do I have to log in? Because I don't have an account, I don't think.
/ The Edge Podcast.
/ The Edge
Podcast. Let's hope you get it.
Must be the wrong link. Let's see. Is there a different link?
I feel it might be different if you are US. I'm not sure.
Is your name affiliated with it?
What do you mean it's affiliated?
Is it your name, Moose?
Yep. Yes, that's right.
Moose Calvez.
Just Moose. Just Moose.
Or here's your homepage.
It's not, yeah. You can check out the website. I think I have a section that talks about the Edge Podcast.
Let's see.
I really do want to update this website.
Edge Podcast, here we go. Oh, on Spotify.
Will it work?
There it is, Dale and Moon.
There it is.
Cool. You know what? Something I'm fascinated with is how you, I'm curious to know how you record it and how you get it up onto Spotify and all that. That's really neat. How can you make money with it on Spotify?
You can, I believe you need to have a certain number of subscribers or viewers until you can really monetize it. That is something I haven't got into yet. That will be part of my November for sure.
Okay, cool. I'm curious why it says it's, I click on it and it says it can't play it. Spotify can't play this right now. Do you know why? Is it because I'm not logged in? Or are you supposed to be able to listen even if you're not logged in?
You should be able to listen to it.
That's,
I actually hosted this on anchor.fm. Maybe you can
Anchor.fm.
FM. And how it works is hosting it here would simply broadcast it to all podcast apps or websites that I choose. So I used.
Oh, you know, I've heard of Anchor. I downloaded it once, and
So this is where we upload the audio file and then the logo. After that, it's just publishing it and it reaches out to Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google. I forget the other one. Those are new ones.
very cool. I'll check this out. Ishmael, maybe you can check it out too. Maybe you can make a podcast.
I send the
Yeah,
Anchor link.
it's playing for me. Yeah.
It is?
I
Oh, awesome.
yeah, it's
Back edges artist, the edge. Welcome back.
Oh, there. Oh my God, that's my voice. That is indeed my voice. Let me try to post it on our BD chat.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
let's see if other people can are able to watch it and listen. So.
is this website created using a template? Most
Sorry?
your website is it a template?
My website.
Yeah.
I customized it. I used Elementor.
Yeah.
I was doing foreground
Yeah.
building blocks.
Yeah. Okay.
I tried my best. I do my best.
Wait,
Yeah.
what language do
That's
you
true.
code? You said you're a web developer, you're a coder, or
Me?
yeah.
No. I am a software engineer for SAP.
Oh, for SAP. Okay.
Yes. So I've never touched code. However, I understand how these scripts would customize certain settings.
Isn't it time that you start?
That's a good idea.
Well, to get started, do you know HTML and CSS already or JavaScript?
If you're gonna recommend for me to start, where can you
Go here.
suggest?
Right here. Go to w3schools.com and you can log in. It's free. And then this is my account. You can see all the progress I've made on all these. And then you can start all these tutorials. So start with the HTML one. When you're done with that one, do the CSS one. When you're done with that one, do the JavaScript one. And then you can just keep going with all these. Do the SQL one, which is good. PHP is good. It's a good start to help you get into it. And it teaches you all of these basics and stuff like that. So w3schools.com.
W3, yep.
It's a simple website. It's free. and it'll get you started, and the adventure will begin. So, oh, I could also say this. You should also go here, break diving, click on handbooks, right?
Uh-huh.
And then scroll down to what you want to learn. So click on HTML, and then you could click on resources, and then voila, you've got all of these websites that we've already curated to help you. Complete guide to Flexbox, 150 CSS animation effects, smarter way to learn HTML, Code Academy, CodePen, CSS tricks, Coursera, CodeDrop. So, what?
Okay.
So anyway, and here you can find a whole bunch of stuff here. So just click on handbooks. And those are the ones, and you'll see that W3 Schools is on there somewhere. Let's see. Udacity, Traversity, SitePoint. If it isn't, we need to add it immediately. If it's not there, I'll be very surprised. Front-end Masters, CSS Sun Garden. Oh my gosh, is it not here? Oh, it is. Yeah, there it is. Good. W3 Schools, HTML, CSS. So.
Awesome.
Anyway, all right, so we know what our plans are for the month. I think we've all got a good plan ahead. Oh, what I want you to each do is before you leave today, go back to our homepage at Break Diving, and you'll see I just posted this. Time to check in. What did you accomplish in October, and what are your dives for November? So I already did mine, and Shemaine just did hers. So you can use what you just did and add in what you did in October, and then maybe even add a few more tasks for November to get a little bit more ambitious. And
yes, I'm gonna add that in.
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
add the W3 Schools thing.
I'll do that on the weekends for sure.
Awesome. So for you, we're gonna stop the YouTube video. For those of you on YouTube, if you found this inspiring, please click like, please subscribe, please leave a comment, and please share this video with your friends. Most importantly, come to breakdiving.io and actually join us. You can participate in these events, and you can find the link in the description. So let's all wave goodbye. Bye, YouTube.
Ciao.